customer that lied and said that I didn't deliver the order. He was not there. He was there, he just didn't answer, and Instacart canceled the order. So check out that video. I just did it a few minutes ago. Now what's up, guys? La 305, Ace of Spades, Eric, them and loose. So I'm gonna share another experience, another mishap that I encountered last week. This time it was my fault. We gotta wait till a few of you get on board. Make sure to please like, comment. We gotta get back on board with the YouTube algorithm. So please comment, like, share these videos on other social media platforms. Por favor, thank you. So who likes to batch in the rain? Nobody. I hate doing orders in the rain. For those of you living the East Coast, I get a lot of rain all the time. Total respect for you guys. I can't handle more than like one day in the rain. You get soaked, your feet wet. I don't like dealing with cheap tippers on when you have orders in the days that rains. You tend to get more upset. The problem is that you get orders with one good tipper and two bad tippers, so you don't have a choice but to take those doubles and triples sometimes. But batching in the rain, without a doubt, is not one of my favorite things to do. So for those of you, again, from the East Coast that deal with rain all the time, you guys are the real deal. Appreciate you guys. You guys are crazy. One of the reasons why is I'm not as focused as I am during a normal day that is not raining. You're dealing with parking here in LA, and then there's puddles of water everywhere here because the water here floods very quick. Obviously, the drainage system in LA is not as good as other states in which it rains a lot. So you find yourself a lot of times delivering an apartment complex, and you can't literally park on the sidewalk because there's water everywhere. I got some nice boots though, but you just lose concentration. You don't focus as much. Just like happened to me last week. We had a day that it rained, and I had a double order. It was a decent order. I think it was like $45 double. Luckily, customer A was like literally half a mile from here. Customer B was another 7 miles away. So I got an order. Customer A had 3 alcohol items: vodka, kettle. I call it kettle. Let's call it kettle instead of kettle. Kettle vodka, little like a little 4-pack. They look like little margarita things, and they had also a 1.75 liter of Tito's vodka. And they had a Justin Cabernet Sauvignon. So they had 3 items on the order. The order was good. Again, it's like $45, 6 miler double. I was done with my order. I went to deliver literally like 2 blocks away from here. It's raining. It's dark. There's no lights on that street. And I'm trying to, what I like to do, I use my Sharpie and I'll write down customer A, customer B on the bags, and I'm trying to find out which one's A or B. It's raining. It's just not comfortable. And then I had to go through a gate and walk through the driveway about 40 feet to the front door. I start knocking. As you guys know, orders with alcohol, the customer has to be present for you to leave the alcohol there. They know that. It's aggravating because it's raining. I'm already aggravated with the rain. She's not answering. The customers do get several texts from Instacart. Actually, when they order, I have an Instacart account. Just when you order alcohol through the app, it tells you that you have to have your ID ready. It asks you for the ID for your date of birth when you're ordering on the app, but then immediately tells you to have your ID ready. For if you want to receive your alcohol. Also on the way there, when the shopper is less than a mile from the destination, from the customer's home, it also sends them a text saying to have your ID ready for alcohol. So I get there, I start knocking, I go to the long driveway, I walk with 5 bags. I had to go twice to my car. And I'm knocking, ringing, it's raining, I'm getting frustrated. The same process. I wait, I called, I texted, I looked through the window, I started saying hello, being loud and obnoxious, and nothing happens. Well, as you guys know, when it's an alcohol order, you cannot leave it in the front door. You have to return it back to the store, in which you will get a $15 bump. So that was kind of nice, thinking about the $15 bump. But in my mind, like, this is customer A. I think customer A has the biggest tip. I don't want this tip to go down. You know, the vodka was like 30 bucks, and this cab was like 20 bucks or 15 bucks, and the Cattell was like another 15 bucks. I'm like, this batch is gonna go from 45 bucks to 30 bucks. Like, kept knocking, trying. Well, they didn't answer. I had to contact, after trying to call them, I contacted Instacart, and they proceeded to try to reach out to the customer. They had to cancel the order. Obviously, if you're a new shopper, you can leave the other items there. It was like 5 bags, 5 double bags, but you cannot leave the alcohol there. So the chat support will refund the items. So chat support refunded the 3 items: the vodka, the cab, and the Cattell little thingamajigs. But it's raining, I'm flustered, and I went through the order to see what items. As you guys know, when you do a batch, the images are a lot bigger than when it shows you the items just after you completed the batch. And I missed the vodka, the little vodka, the 4-pack. So I only saw the cab and the Tito's. I had assumed that the vodka, because I knew I got the little vodka things, I just assumed that it was in customer B where I was headed to. So I pulled out the 2 bottles, and I forgot the other one. In my mind, no, everything's cool. So I go to customer B. Again, now chat support refunded all 3 items. So I have to return all 3 items to the store, and then I will get my $15 bump. I started getting those emails and texts immediately. You guys know that. If never happened to you, when you deal with an alcohol order and chat support already confirms that I have to return the items, you have to return the alcohol, you will immediately get an email and repeated text saying you have to, it's required by law that you return the alcohol to the store. You will get a $15 bump. This could result in deactivation if you don't return the alcohol. I took off, customer B, I went to deliver, all cool. I was still flustered about, like, man, I'm gonna lose so much money on this order, even though I'm gonna kind of gain 15 on the back end with the bump. The rain got me all flustered. And I got to customer B, delivered no problem. I'm headed back to here to return the alcohol. And I went through the order, and then I realized that alcohol, the vodka, the 4-pack of the little vodka margaritas, whatever you call them, was customer A. So I left that customer that alcohol there. Like, great, now what's gonna happen? I can either go back, and hopefully she hasn't taken her stuff. She's not there yet because she wasn't responding. I'm assuming the bags are gonna be outside, and I can just pull it out and bring it back. I had to make sure I brought all 3 items to the store to get my bump. And or I could just say, like, you know what, I'm gonna have to buy it. Like, the $15 bump that I'm gonna make, it's gonna be flush, because those vodka 4-packs were like $13 or something like that. So I was just aggravated. I said, I'm going back. I was so mad. So luckily customer A was only like I said, a couple of blocks from here. And on my way back after delivery B, I stopped and started knocking. I didn't see that the bags were there. I'm like, great. Sure enough, I'm knocking and knocking. And finally, I almost gave up. I said, okay, I'm just gonna have to buy the stuff so they can refund it to the Instacart credit card. Ooh, $8. Ooh. You guys see that? Remember the old days? I would be talking to you guys and being interrupted all the time by batches. You see a batch every 20 minutes. And if it's a decent one, you better not miss. So I came back to the customer. I knocked, not answering. I'm like, great. I'm gonna have to pay for it. Right when I was leaving, I saw her through the window and I started waving. And she's coming, chewing on food, on dinner. And I said, I'm sorry, but I try to reach out. Previously, I had sent her a bunch of texts saying, I'm sorry, I tried to reach out. I had to take the alcohol. And she never answered. And I told her, I said, listen, by accident, I left one of the alcohol items here. And I have to return it to the store. Otherwise, I'll get in trouble. And she's like, yeah, I realized you did that. Obviously, she didn't send me a message about that. She says, I'm eating dinner and I already drank one. I'm like, no, and it's raining. I'm flustered. She's like, she was so cool about it. Like, I already drank one. Like, she knew she didn't pay for it. It was refunded. I mean, it was my fault initially for leaving it there. But again, I was just so, I lost my concentration with the rain. And she said, I'm sorry. She was just so chill about it. Like, I already drank one. And like I said, okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to pay for it. And then they refunded their Instacart card. She said, I'm sorry. And I was about to leave. I said, no. And I said in my mind, like, no, I'm gonna make her give me the other three. She didn't pay for it. And she went and got me the rest of the of the vodka, the little vodka cans. And she was sincere about it. She apologized. She said, I'm truly sorry. I mean, she drank it. She figured she probably didn't have to pay for it. I mean, what are the chances? Maybe some customers, like there's some really nice customers in this area that would have sent me a message and say, hey, you left one of the alcohol things here. But I think the majority of people would do what she did. And at the end of the day, it was my fault. I say, it's my fault anyways. But I was so mad. So I came back here and I told the manager, I said, listen, this is what happened. She drank one. I said, I'm just going to go buy one with my debit card. And you guys can refund me that one on the Instacart card. I had to return all three items. So I went and got it. I went to pay and she came there and she's like, no, don't worry about it. I said, it's not your fault. I said, well, yeah, but thank you. She actually said, no, don't worry about it. I'll just give you a full refund like that. So luckily, I didn't have to buy it because that would have been flushed, a $15 bump that I would receive after sending the photo of the receipt to Instacart. The manager let me get away with it this time, even though she kept the 3-pack, which was initially a 4-pack. And she said, it's not your fault. And I was grateful for her, for the manager. And that's what I've always talked about, building relationships. You try to build relationship with staff and personnel. Not everybody is going to like you or you're going to like everybody. But if you have a chance to always build some good vibes, good relationships with managers and staff, it's worth it. I think that's what did it right there. I mean, that manager doesn't like some other shoppers because they're rude and stuff like that. But the fact, I think that we just built that relationship. She let me, $38, 17 miles. She actually didn't make me buy it out of my pocket. Signed it up. And another good thing that happened too, the lady then she kept the tip the same. In fact, it went up a few cents. I know on the app as a customer, it'll tell you after the order has been done. Check on the order, give me a rating, and it will tell you if you want to increase the tip or something like that. So actually, the tip went up like 62 cents. It should have gone down maybe $10, but it kind of worked out for her. She got one free drink. I got lucky here. They refunded me the entire amount, I contacted chat support immediately. You got two options. They want you to send you a receipt via email. I strongly recommend you don't do that. Just directly get to the store with the alcohol and the receipt. And another thing, always make sure when you have, I'm horrible with receipts. I used to keep them all the time for a week or two, and but they would fade, and then I bought me a little Ziploc bag to keep them there, like a pouch, but they still fade. But I strongly recommend you try to keep your receipts for a couple of weeks. But when it comes to alcohol orders, those receipts, I always make sure, remember not to throw them away, because sometimes I'll do an order, I'll throw the receipt away right away as soon as I take pictures. Oh, $17, 6 miles double. Whew, crazy. So make sure when you have an order that includes alcohol, always keep the receipts. That's my advice. I'm horrible at it. But if it's alcohol, you really want it. Oh no, I hit the wrong oh, I got it. I don't know what I got a double. It was 25 items, $25, 22 items. It was like 3 items. I couldn't get the screenshot. Let me see. It's 23 items. Customer A 6 units. Customer B 17. Let me go to batch details to see. I think it was only 2 miles. Let me look at the map. That's another thing. My phone, it doesn't show me the address, but I can see the little house. Yeah, let me see. Customer B. Yeah, they're both in the same area. I think it was 2 miles. That's gold nowadays. So yeah, build relationships. I got lucky with that. Lucky that the lady understood too. I think I've learned a lot to just let it out. Be upfront with the customers when situations like that happens, whether they mess up or you mess up. I think they appreciate when you mess up versus you giving some BS story. And also when they mess up, I think it's important that we let them know and convey those messages to them so they understand our side of it. Like that guy on my previous video that actually reported that I didn't deliver the items, or he didn't answer the darn phone, and Instacart actually canceled the batch, not me, but I educated him, letting him know, hey, listen, this is how this works. We can get deactivated if you lie about it and stuff like that. So it worked out in both ways. This is 25 bucks, puts me at 127. It's 2:46 p.m. I'm going 2 miles. Let me know what you guys think about this situation. I'm out. Modo cabra. Good luck to you guys.